All right, welcome to the Team Push and Team Hyperdrive team call. We have a special guest tonight. Her name is Natalie. I am going to share my screen really quick. We have a few updates, but we can talk about them after. That way we don't take up your time. She is a 5-star diamond. She's a Success Club 5 legend. She's a team leader, which is basically a stepping stone in your business. There's like team builder, team leader. She's a 2-year 365er, which means she's been drinking Shakeology 12 months in a row for 2 years. A mom of 2 girls, Lily and Lexi, a basketball coach, a wife. She lives on a funny farm. Is that right?
Yep.
She's been coaching for 4.5 years. She started as a free lead coach, or a free lead. So what that means is she was given to somebody because they got like a free customer, like we talk about all the time. And she turned into a coach, and now she's pushing for elite. So I'll let you talk about whatever you want. She is going to kind of talk about takeaways from NLC, which is the 1-star diamond event that we went to, and kind of like pushing to diamond and like how to incorporate those ways in there. I'm going to mute everyone. Make sure you're muted if you can, please. Thank you. All right, you can have the mic.
Okay. Hey, everyone. So, yeah, everything she said is right. I live on a funny farm. If you check out my stories on Instagram, you'll see I've got quite an array. But anyway, I wanted to talk about kind of the 5 steps to get to New Leader Conference and how I got there and how you guys can get there too. I started last year in May. I was a diamond coach, and then just finished up the 6-week qual of 5-star diamond. So you guys can definitely get there too. And I started in May last year as a diamond and then ended the year at 4-star. So you guys definitely can get there too. So New Leader Conference, if you guys didn't see what that was, or if you guys knew we're here, it is a conference in LA that is put on by corporate, and you have to be a lifetime 1-star diamond, and you have a qualification rank for 6 consecutive weeks. So when we talk about qual, it's holding it for 6 consecutive weeks between January 1st and December 31st. So you can do that at any time this year. And then you have to earn 10 or more elite points. And if you're hitting 1-star and you're hitting Success Club, you're going to have 10 or more elite points. But the awesome thing is if you get a minimum of 25 elite points, which you guys will do if you're pushing for 1-star, you get a free hotel room. And I don't know if any of you guys are from LA, but hotel rooms are expensive there, so you want the free room. And I got like hooked. I don't know how I swung this one, but I got hooked up with like a awesome corner room, which was huge. Like I had a whole living room and like amazing for one person. So it was pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the steps I took to get there. Any questions so far on what exactly the New Leader Conference is? No, we're good? Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start going over the 5 steps that I did to get there. So the first thing I did is became a diamond coach. So that is 2 emeralds on either side, and then 3 either working or discount coaches. And so a total of 8 coaches. So how I did this is, first things first, is I hit Success Club 5 every month in my account first, because I wanted to be a Success Club legend. I wanted the Success Club prizes because gifts are my love language. So even if it's a stupid, sorry, not stupid, but even if it is a Joel Freeman bobblehead, I want it. I know, silly, right? And then I wanted trip dollars for the Success Club trip. I just got back from the cruise, which was amazing. I'm a mom of 2 little girls, like she said, so I love a vacation. And so my husband and I have decided that Success Club trips are just for us because we rarely get to go on a vacation, so adults only. And then, yes, I want to become Success Club legend, all that stuff. So Success Club 5 in my account first. Then after that, after I would hit Success Club 5 in my account, I would put the rest under my husband's. So minimum Success Club 5 in my account, then I would start building my husband, because I had to focus on what I could control, and I could help my husband build his account. So that's what I focused on. Sorry, I'm going to look at the chat real quick and see. Yes, okay. So the second thing I did, and I don't know, and this is, I mean, it's different for every coach. It's really up to you what you want to do. But the second thing I did, so first thing I did was hit Diamond in my account, help my husband get to Diamond. Second thing I did, I signed everyone up as a discount coach, like from the get-go. It's worked really well for my business. And why do I do this? Because they get the 25% discount. So it's a win-win for them right away. Then they stay active and more engaged in my groups because they have more skin in the game. And then they only need 50 PV to stay active. So I used to do in my challenge groups that they had to buy a challenge pack to get in, and then they had to be active on Shakeology to stay in. After 4.5 years, I got tired of working for free. And so I just made that a criteria to stay in my groups because I'm adding value and I don't work for free. So, but if they sign up as a discount coach, they only need 50 PV to stay active. And so they would buy a challenge pack to get in the group and then 50 PV to stay in the group. And so that can be Shakeology, Performance Stack, Beach Bars, 3-Day Refresh, tub and packets of Energize. That can be so many different things. And so it was it's a lot easier to keep them active and engaged and in my group, which keeps them seeing results. So that's the second thing I do is I sign everyone up as a discount coach. And then it's easier to talk to them about coaching and making that transition for them wanting to work. The third thing I do is messages. So Bailey kind of talked a lot on my team call about messaging, and this is pretty much the bread and butter of my business. I send messages. And the first reason is why? Because not everyone, I don't care how many call to actions you do a week, not everyone is going to like or comment on a post because they don't want everyone else to see that. Not everyone is going to reach out to you first, and not everyone is going to fill out a Google form to join your challenge group or team. I've been doing this, like I said, for 4.5 years, and that's just the way it is. Like sometimes it's, and my background is I'm ACE certified personal trainer. And I always joked that I am also / therapist because health and fitness is such a personal issue, and there's so many emotions tied to it that it's not like talking about a pair of shoes. Like there are so many emotions tied to people's own health and fitness journey that it's not always easy to reach out first. So I message, and I message. So who do I message? I message everyone who likes or comments on a post relating to a call to action. So if I do a call to action about joining my team, or if I do a call to action about joining my next challenge group, I message everyone who likes or comments. And so that is a way, I feel like if they are liking or commenting on something like that, that is my open door that they are interested and they want me to reach out. Even if I say like, fill out this form, but they like or comment on the post and don't fill out the form, I'm initiating that conversation if they liked or commented on my call to action. Everyone who watches my stories daily, I post on my stories on my Instagram, my Facebook, and my like page, because those are 3 totally different markets, and not everyone who watches my stories on Instagram watches them on Facebook or my like page, or vice versa. So I'm hitting, and after 4.5 years, my warm market's done. So I have to get new eyes on my stuff, and so reaching my cold market. So I message, if I have a call to action on my stories, I'm going to message people who are watching my stories, because again, if they're watching my stories daily, and if you have no clue who's watching your stories, just start watching for a week and you'll notice the same people are watching your stories every day. So then when I post a call to action, I don't feel like I'm reaching, it's a cold message necessarily, because they're watching my stuff daily for a week. So, and then I keep track on Google Streak. I know people on my team, Google Streak gives them anxiety, so they keep a pen and paper. Some people use, what's the other one? I don't know, there's another one, or an Excel sheet or whatever. I don't care what you are using. You just need to keep track of who you're talking to, because I kick myself for not starting to track my conversations sooner, because I can only imagine where I would be now if I had started tracking from day one when I first started. So keep track of who you're talking to. And then there's another, oh gosh, I forget what team page, but just how like the percentages of people that sign up based on a follow-up message as opposed to like your first message you ever send them is so much higher. So we always say the fortune is in the follow-up, because people are not necessarily going to join you on day one or after that first message. I still have people joining me, and I talked to them well over a year ago about joining a challenge group. And I always have to remind myself, like, if I would have quit, they never would have joined me. Or I've even had coaches. I've had two of my diamonds actually had been coaches previously, quit, and then signed back up with me and came back stronger than ever, and are now 2 of my 5 diamonds. So I have to remind myself again, if I would have quit, they never would have come back. And when things got hard, they never would have come back stronger. So my other piece of advice is to be patient and trust the process. Okay, so what do I message? Well, first of all, you need to build the relationship. I don't know how many times we can reiterate that, but just building that relationship and relating to people and meeting them where they are, as opposed to, because we all know we've gotten those messages in our inbox where it's like you have one mutual friend, they added you as a friend, you hit accept, and then like boom, they're in your inbox. And it's like, oh, okay, thanks. So when you are messaging, make sure that you are building that relationship first. Like you're liking and commenting on their photos, you're engaging on something other than just like, hey, do you want to join my challenge group? And you're like, wait, who are you? What happened? So what do I message? I message them invitations if they like or comment on a call to action post, because clearly they knew what they were liking, and it was a blatant call to action to join my challenge group. So if they like or comment on that, I message them a direct invitation. If you haven't, other things I message, if they've been watching my stories for a while, I do what's called PB&J messages. And so if you listen to the National Wake Up Call from September 10th, it's Meg, oh gosh, Kozlowski or something like that. I always butcher her last name, but it's the September 10th National Wake Up Call. If you go on your podcast app on your iPhone, if you have Android, I'm sorry, I don't know where it is, but I know it's September 10th. Listen to that National Wake Up Call, and she talks all about PB&J messages and why they've been working for her team. And it just explains it even better how to break it down. So I'm not going to go into it, but PB&J messages is what I use. And I can send you guys the link for that, or send you guys a graphic for what kind of explains it too. Okay, and then when do I send these messages? I love to send messages, and I have to get into the mindset of a potential challenger. Sunday evenings to Tuesday mornings is when health and fitness is at the forefront of most people's minds, because by Sunday evening, they're like, oh crap, I just had a ton of pizza and beer this weekend. Like I'm feeling like crap. I need to like get my life together. And Monday morning, when does everyone say their diet's going to start? Monday morning. So when health and fitness is at the forefront of their mind, that's when I like to send my invitations. And then as well as I've started sending messages, yes, I will send the graphic of PB&J. And then I also like to send messages on the 30th and the 1st, as well as the 15th of the month, because that's when most people have payday. And so that's when they're like, oh yeah, sure, I just got paid, I'll be happy to buy a challenge pack. So those are kind of the things I think about. I have to put myself in the mindset of a potential customer there. Okay, so number 4, hang on, let me scroll down a little bit. Number 4. Okay, so I set goals, and I, just like with my challengers, I need numbers. I do not need I just want to get healthier, or, I'd like to tone up. No, I need numbers and I need it specific. So do I not send invites other times? I usually just send them once a week. I don't usually, oops, go ahead, sorry. I usually send my invitations just once a week because I'm a mom of 2 kids and I don't have a lot of time. And my husband is usually working. Like last night, he was gone and he's gone till like 10 o'clock and then comes back home. So usually I have to set out a time once a week and then I'm sending messages. Okay, so setting goals for my messages and my invitations. I like to wake up to 10 to 20 messages in my inbox each day, whether it's email, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, 10 to 20. Like if I'm sending invitations, I want to wake up to 10 to 20 the next day, because that's how I know I'm growing my business. If I wake up to 0 messages, I know my butt wasn't working the night before or the morning before or whatever. My next goal, and so set whatever number is comfortable for you, but I challenge you to, if your goal is to wake up to 2 messages a day, I challenge you to add 3 to it. So if you think 2 is an attainable goal, I challenge you to wake up to 5. But this 10 to 20 is knowing that I want my business growing at the rate I want it to. Sorry, 2 kids are here. Sorry, you're gonna hear stuff crashing in the background. I swear they're fine. And so then my next goal is Success Club 4 each week. So I'm helping 2 people a week, and at least one of them I want as a discount coach or a working coach. So that's my goal. Again, I don't, Bailey hits crazy Success Club numbers. This is a rate that's attainable for me because I'm trying to help my coaches hit their Success Club goals. And like this week I'm planning a diamond retreat. So for me, this is the pace that I know I'm growing my business, but I'm still helping my coaches grow theirs. So again, do what's best for you. Talk with your upline about what your goals are, and they can help you set your number. But this is my goals, just to give you kind of an idea to go off of. I like to hit Success Club 5 by the 10th of the month, and then put the rest on my husband's account, just because I want to build. He's on my weak leg, and I want to help him build, or I wanted to help him build to diamond. And another thing, like, he doesn't help me with elite points because I signed him back up 2014, when I wanted to hit emerald. I signed him and my sister up. But even just him holding his diamond makes me well over 100 to 200 bucks a week. And right now I'm not putting any Success Club points on him because I want elite points, but like just holding that spot is making money for me. And I order Energize and Recover on his account. So just know that long-term, if you're wanting to build this business, it's gonna benefit you. And then I post, so hitting Success Club 5 by the 10th of the month. And then my last goal is I do 1 call to action a week on Instagram and Facebook. And then I do 1 call to action every 48 hours in my stories. So I know that because stories go away every 24 hours, I like to put a call to action every 48. So then that way they go 1 day seeing one day having a break, and then seeing it again, and constantly getting that reminder, because there's, what is it? That crazy, like, people have to see things 8 times before it registers that, like, oh, you're a coach, or I can get health and fitness advice from you. So making it every 48 hours in my stories has worked really well for me. And then number 5, my last year, I kind of have a mantra for each year. I got it from Rachel Hollis. So like her word is mogul. So last year, my mantra was work smarter, not harder. So I started delegating things. I have 2 kids, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And I stay at home with them. Moms, we love them. They drive me crazy. So I got a babysitter. So I'm literally at home working, but I have a babysitter here to watch my kids so I can focus on working. I got a cleaning lady. I thought that was a luxury we couldn't afford, but turns out we can. So just delegating and working smarter, not harder. I started outsourcing like social media things. I started using challenge group templates that are amazing, but it saves me time. So last year was working smarter, not harder. And then this year is fall in love with the hustle. If any of you have done a 6-week fall, you know that there's a hustle. So my advice here is you will not get better at anything, at posting, at sending messages, at hitting Success Club, at building your team, if you do not practice them. So start practicing. If call to actions for coaching make you want to throw up a little bit, practice them. You are gonna get better, I promise. If you hate talking on Instagram stories, start doing it. Rip the Band-Aid off. You're gonna get better by practicing it. Like I always use the analogy like golf. I suck at golf, but I don't practice 9 months out of the year. So I can't really expect myself to get better if I don't practice. So anything in your business, if you want to get better, you need to practice. You need to just rip the Band-Aid off and do it. You need to have a glass of wine to do it, whatever. And the last piece of advice, there are going to be busy times. There are going to be stressful times. Like this business is not a cakewalk, but I would much rather be busy and stressed working my ass off for my dreams and my goals and my business than someone else's. All right, that's all I have. Does anyone have any questions or anything?
If anyone wants to unmute themselves, you can ask her any questions that you want. Now's your time. No?
And if you want to ask about the funny farm, you can too.
I was like looking at your Instagram trying to find it.
So I know a lot of these coaches are new coaches. So like they've just hit Emerald and Diamond's their next goal. So so you said you sign up people as discount coaches. That is how you got to Diamond. Is that how you first got there? I know that's kind of what I did. So
yes. So I've hit Diamond in my first business center, helped my husband hit Diamond in my second business center. So if you have 8 people wanting to join a challenge group, whether it's over 4 months or whatever, if you have 2 people a month, you can hit Diamond. And then all you have to do is help 2 people hit Emerald. And their 2 people don't have to be working coaches. They can be discount coaches as well. So I think the biggest thing for new coaches is not overcomplicating it. And when I'll tell you how I hit Diamond in my first business center back in 2016. I it was for the summit cutoff. And I think I had 3 discount coaches. And me and my success partner wanted to be Diamond at Summit. And we literally had 24 hours. And so we both hit it. And the way we hit it is we went to every single customer that had ever ordered. You can run the report in your back office. And we said, hey, by the way, I don't know if you know this, but if you want to, you can sign up for the discounts. And if you've bought a challenge pack in the past, it's absolutely free. And so they're like, oh, well, duh, why wouldn't I sign up for discounts? So they signed up because they had bought a challenge pack to be in our challenge group and waived the $39, filled out the form, and they were discount coaches. And then I had my husband sign up 2 people, and then I had a friend sign up 2 people. So it really is just not overcomplicating it. And honestly, sometimes I even told them, like, if they were a close friend that was a customer of mine, I said, hey, I am pushing for a really big goal. I don't know if you'd be interested, but it really helped me out. And then I tell them, do you want to sign up for the discounts? And most people are like, well, yeah, duh, I get a discount and I help you out. Sure. What do I do? But I think it's getting over that initial fear of asking is the biggest hurdle to get over. And then once you ask, it's easier to ask the next person.
I have a follow-up question for that.
Yeah.
So I know that some people don't ask people to be discount coaches, they just sign them up.
Mm-hmm.
I personally would be really pissed if somebody did that to me without asking me.
Yep.
So do you ask them first?
Yes, I will tell you exactly what I say. So when they say, like when I go through and I talk to them and I figure out what their goals are and I ask them, like they say, yes, I want a challenge pack. This is exactly what I say to them. Let me find it really quick. Because I tell them that there's 2 ways to get their challenge pack. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I'm finding the post that I made a post in my team page and I literally like spelled it out, every message that I send. I mean, I customize it for each person, but there's a basic like thing I say for every person. So if they say they want a challenge pack, I say, perfect. So there's 2 ways to get your challenge pack for the group. You can get it as a regular customer and there's no monthly fee, or you can get as a preferred customer. Your challenge pack is the same price for both. And after that, it's $16 a month, but you end up saving an extra $20 a month on your Shakeology and 25% off any other product you want. Don't worry, there's no obligations. You can postpone your Shakeology or cancel for free anytime. Almost all my customers sign up for this just to get the awesome discounts. Either one is fine by me. Just let me know which one you want and I'll send you the direct link. And 95% of the people say, oh, well, if everyone else is doing that and I can cancel, like you can't get out of a cell phone contract, but you can cancel this for free anytime. Like, sure, send me that. And I can, I'll copy this and send this to Bailey, and then she can put it in your group. That way you guys don't have to write it all down. But that's exactly what I say. So there's kind of steps to what I go through in messaging, but that's after they say yes to the challenge pack they want in the group, then I give them the 2 different options and I take the pressure off. Like I'm not saying like, well, you should do the discounts or I'm just going to sign you up as a coach. I just tell them, most of my customers do this. There's no obligations. If you don't want to do it, that's cool too. And then they're like, oh, well, yeah, I'll do it. Have you done any good trainings or read books or good videos? Getting better moving from the initial invite to closing the deal. I would say the first thing is confidence. So I always talk like, you have a best friend and she's telling you about this new restaurant and she says, oh yeah, I went to this new restaurant. It was really good, but I mean, you should try it out, but if you don't want to, it's totally fine. Like, you don't have to. I just thought it was good. Like people were like, oh, okay. Or if your best friend tells you, oh my gosh, I went to the most amazing restaurant. I had the best service. Like the waitress was amazing. The food was phenomenal. You need to go to this restaurant. Which person are you going to listen to? So think about that when you're messaging. Like you're just talking about a restaurant or a pair of shoes or this new eyeliner that you love. Take the pressure off yourself for selling and just share the reasons why you really love it. And be genuine, be yourself, sound like yourself, and just share what it's done for you and why you love it. So that's kind of the example I use. Yeah, don't type it up. I'll send it so you guys can see. Any other questions?
No? Anybody else? Okay, we're gonna do updates, so thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
That's awesome. I'm pretty sure everyone got some good info from you.
Yes, and I'll send you the PB&J kind of PDF, and then I can send you my notes. That way you guys, if you want to look through, if there's some notes that you missed, I can send that to you too.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye.